do some Empire at War skirmish fun. So the big update came out yesterday, and it included some theoretical fixes to some multiplayer issues. So how effective these are, we don't know. There were, I think, 2 or 3 different potential desync bugs that were addressed or attempted to be addressed. So I wanted to do a community match stream, see what we could find. So if you want to play, first come, first serve. Depending on how many people are around, how many people end up wanting to play, we'll see if we can swap people in and out based on that. But if it's only a couple people that are around, then we won't need to do that, because it's been a while since I've done one of these. So hope you're all doing well, though. Hope you're all enjoying the new playthrough. What about multiplayer Galactic Conquest? No. Nothing changed that would really change our ability to do those. Like, being more stable is helpful for that if it's stable enough. But the other issues with converting like mod features or converting the mod into Galactic Conquest for multiplayer still exist. Like, all of those factors are the same. Is it version mismatch? It shouldn't. I mean, I think I was seeing other people in the lobby before. So, yeah, sounds kitten. So it should just be the default Front Revenge thingy. Yeah, I've seen other games as blue when I was logging in before, so it should be joinable. Yeah, if you have a sub mod on, make sure you disable that. If you have any other changes to your game, make sure you disable those. Otherwise, just launch in and we'll see what happens. But yeah, with multiplayer Galactic Conquest, so in order to... Oh, I was logged into the data pad, so I'm getting ads. I'm not going to play someone else's ads through my stream. Not going to happen. I'm playing their music. Old Republic music. There we go. But yeah, so with multiplayer Galactic Conquest, like, Lua scripting can still be very desync prone, so there's issues in recreating the mod's mechanics with that, and a lot of the mod mechanics are based on there being like one human player the game knows about. So none of the things that we have as mechanics, including things as basic as our build bars, will work in multiplayer Galactic Conquest without significantly overhauling them, i.e. making a second set of everything to remove all those things. So it's basically doubling our work to get those working, and considering it's not a particularly popular mode, it's not an area that devoting time to has been, you know, a priority. Yeah, Viking, you can just join if you're able. Yeah. Warhammer 3 update. Yeah. Everyone's just updating their games. Crazy. Alex? James is asking how long am I streaming for today? So, depends on how, like, if the game is stable, we're gonna go longer than if it's not. So I want to get in at least, like, 4 or 5 games, at least, if we can see how those work. But after this stream, what I am going to do, I don't know if we'll keep it here on YouTube when I'm doing this, or if I'll move it over to Twitch for this. I might just keep it and then edit down the result. But I'm going to be doing the unit draw for the community challenge. So for that, the devs have been filling out a form for me, and I'm going to put those results into a randomizer, and that's how we're going to build our roster. It wasn't updating the thing. Yeah, the lobby is full. My OBS wasn't updating the stream, so that's all good. Looks like we're full now. So I guess I'm going to Ariadu. We need people to change their faction or change their team. So Alexander, there we go. I was thinking that no one was joining, so this is better. But if people want to ready up, then we will play. Because now one of the nice things is that we are able to do any combination of factions. Yeah, OBS just wasn't picking up the actual game, so I was watching OBS instead of the game. I had it minimized. That's my fault. So it does seem like there's a decent number of people who want to play, so I'm going to try to get in different people each match. Then we'll, if things start slowing down after that point, we'll get some duplicates. So one annoying thing that we have learned, that people have learned about the
upgrade in progress.
The upgrades for credits is that
orders, sir.
It's either the upgrades only apply to things made either before or after the upgrades, and I think
ready for command, sir.
I think it's before.
Asteroids ahead. Evasive maneuvers.
But it might be after. But yeah, that's something that would be nice to have that fixed in a future patch. Petroglyph, please. Petroglyph was really great about this update. Like, we've been months ago, a lot of modders got contacted about it, and we were all under NDA, so we weren't able to say anything. But we've been sitting on this one for a while.
Upgrade in
Squadron
progress.
standing by.
Okay.
Construction complete. Current commander here.
Where am I going? I'm going up here.
En route.
Unit in production.
So I'm gonna see if I can hold the middle.
TIE squadron here.
But yeah, there was
TIE squadron here.
an update this time last year, late November, because that one came out when I was in Halifax. So I recorded my last update video for that one in my hotel bathroom, because that one we'd finished in like August or no, probably would have been September, and then it went off for approval, and we didn't hear anything back for a while. So it just came out
ready for battle
with no warning at that point.
Upgrade complete.
I'm very proud of you, Chimkin. Alright, what have I missed in chat?
Vehicle in production.
Construction complete.
Okay. Let's get a repair thing here. I'm gonna see if I can help in the north.
Upgrade complete.
Probably only
Unit
need
cancelled.
a couple of those right now.
Unit.
But it looks like they're really starting to pile in on that side, and we're only gonna have one of these guys. So
Construction complete.
drop them in. And one of the changes with the patch is that point defense should now only impact enemy projectiles rather than your allies. Because it used to shoot at anything that wasn't like yours specifically, and now it's everything.
Target confirmed. Destroying lasers.
I'm gonna need this in the middle, and I get an Eidolon. Okay, that is a little too close. We don't want. Well, I want to kill their fighters.
Attacking.
So let's
Operating fire.
drop that in, and then if we're at a slightly farther range, I think we'll be okay for accuracy. What's your favorite faction, EAWX? I don't really have a favorite faction per se. I like them all for different reasons, but like I do like the smaller ships, so getting a bit of Maldrude in there or Hapen's in there. I was gonna play Maldrude first game, but didn't end up happening. But I think we should be able to claim this section. That's good. And I'm gonna get some other stuff in the middle. Yeah, one of the other changes was the not needing to do the hardware mouse thing, which seems to have been like it definitely helps with performance for me when I had the option off. And after the patch on this computer, like I'm on my regular work computer rather than on my EaW computer over here that I've been recording on, which is my the
Intercepting.
computer I used to use
Watch for enemy ships.
before I upgraded a couple years ago.
In production.
What are your orders?
But it's looking like I won't have to keep that one downstairs anymore. I'll just be able to
Pursuing enemy forces. Getting a lock.
be a normal person with one computer at my desk. So enable the shield penetration mod. You just put in the extra Steam options thing. It shows the code on the
Frequency open.
workshop page. So
What are your orders? Charge laser cannons.
it's pretty simple.
Constructing.
It'll tell you exactly what you need to put in.
Let's move out.
Okay, there's a lot of assault cruisers coming in here. I need
Another attack.
fire in there.
Receive orders.
And I'm going to come around.
Carrot commander here. Attacking.
All right, let's try to focus down one at a time. Wait, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. It's powered engines.
Space station damaged.
Okay.
Constructing unit.
I don't want to have all of our stuff
Die
leaving,
squadron standing by.
but
More enemy craft.
What are your orders? Carrot commander
okay,
here.
that one, this assault cruisers,
Charge laser cannons.
or assault frigate cruiser.
Comlink active. Engines activated.
I'm gonna lose both of those mines.
Target locked.
The shields are back on that. Not fully dead.
Attacking.
Taking fire.
I can actually get in there.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Roger that.
Ooh,
Receiving orders.
we got some conspiring. I think they'll be doing much more work on Empire at War. I think they hope to be able to do more patches in the future, but you can never be sure. Like,
Target
they've got
orders.
other games they got to worry about. So it's generally the way it's been in the last few years has been when they have time,
In production.
they throw in some Empire at War.
Target at maximum
Changing
firepower.
course to intercept.
Fire for maximum effect. Star Destroyer reporting in.
Oh, that's sad. Well, there's one desync. Didn't happen at the start of the game. Alright, I'll relaunch. There's 1 out of 5. Think it's a specific type of ship causing it? No. Like, one of the things that we were able to find was that there seemed to be a potential issue when multiple people were dropping in ships at once. But I'm going to go to Greater Maldrude this time. Well, let's fine. Let's do a 3v3. So it looks like it's going to be Greater Maldrude versus CSA. Yeah, like it should be fewer desyncs, but like even with the stuff that was changed, it's hard to say. All right, or it's going to be CSA versus New Republic. Or GM versus CSA. Nice to get some matches in that just weren't possible before, which this would be. Because the bit amount change, you plan to make the troop limit larger? No. Or the turrets move? No. Those were, so none of this impacts performance. Like the fixes to performance would be more system specific already. 64-bit doesn't mean the game is faster. It means that the game can use more memory. So in situations where there'd be a bunch of different ship types, like 200 pop cap worth of ships where all the ships are different, then the game is less likely to crash than in situations before. But the actual performance isn't changed by that. And like the game design we do around the the pop cap isn't just because like, oh well, the game couldn't run with more stuff. Like it's better for gameplay to have a more focused battle. Like the pop cap is already quite large in the mods. Yep. I think Prodigy might have crashed on the way in. Yeah, going to 64-bit stuff does seem to have helped with stability, with being compatible with modern Windows stuff, and like alt-tabbing in and out and not ruining DirectX that way. So already host. And we'll see if we can get it again. What is land control? It's a game mode in ground skirmish where you fight over the landing zones primarily. But hopefully we'll be able to get in a couple games. I'm not going to count that last one. Just need Alexander to ready up, and then we can go in with our GM versus CSA. Completely impossible before matchup. Okay, let's load in.
TIE interceptor here.
Everyone's good so far.
Interceptor squad reporting.
Constructing unit.
Very epic.
Orders, sir. Course set. Instructions
At your
received.
command.
Okay, let's
Engines activated.
let's see if we can get to the
Ready
middle.
for command,
At
sir.
your command.
I'm gonna try to, because there's 3 people here.
Moving into position.
Moving to sector.
Squadron standing by.
I think we want to wait on the upgrade until after we have the
Unit in production.
actual
Ready
mines
for
built.
battle.
Otherwise, we're just wasting it. It won't actually apply.
Roger that.
Moving out.
TIE squadron here.
And now I don't even need to move. Probably should have switched to the core world conflict with 3v3, but oh well.
Under construction.
All right.
TIEs reporting
Uh-oh.
in.
Nope, no, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Constructing unit.
Let's see if we can get some of these defenses built up.
Cruiser ready.
Beginning construction.
And then if we can just Maldred our way through some Healy boys.
At your command.
I probably only need one of those, and then I'll get some fleet tenders in beyond that.
Construction complete.
Because like the galleon is almost as expensive. All right, looks like they need some help up here, so I'm gonna try to load them in.
Unit in production.
Getting a little bit of chonking.
Our space station
At your
is under
command.
attack.
I want to keep an eye on my frame rate on this computer.
Reinforcements cancelled.
On my way.
Like, I was never struggling with this computer in Skirmish anyways. It was just Galactic Conquest, which I think might be because of Lewis scripts.
Constructing unit.
But hopefully we'll be good there.
TIE squadron standing by.
Intercepting.
Ready for battle.
You won't be around much longer.
No,
Ready for action.
you'll get funds as fast as us.
Ships.
Detected.
Target critical.
Ready to fire.
Target locked.
Concentrating fire.
Choose your reinforcements.
Carrick en route.
Closing on target.
Attack
Go after
formation.
them.
Vehicle in production.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go for the acclimators. I'm gonna try to stick with you. Okay, they're coming in the middle. I can't afford to give up money.
I can't switch position. Go after the stragglers. I'm losing.
Fire for maximum effect.
Ahead full.
Gun them down.
Our space station is under attack.
They're coming in quick.
Do you have any point defense on that?
I've got them in my sight.
Or any missiles? No.
At maximum firepower.
I got one.
Command reporting.
Coming back around for another run.
Oh, that is a VSD1. This is a lot of bombers.
Getting a lock. What are your orders?
Yeah, I really need more of you.
Constructing unit.
Just want more of those. The faction gets the asserter, the Ariado authority.
Nowhere to run.
Okay,
Standing by.
I
Ready to
think
fire.
Falling out of formation. Draw their fire.
between our
Enemies in range.
anti-fighter there, we should be okay, but I think some of those are actually dying. I'm gonna try to drop a lot of repairs on this.
Stragglers.
At your
You're
command.
just out of range. Darn.
All out. At your command.
Constructing unit.
Operation Strike Cruiser is
Production.
underway.
Our space station is under attack.
At your command.
Target locked. Eliminating target.
Okay, if we can stay on top of point defense
Reinforcements cancelled.
and healing on this,
They're coming quick.
like, you should be able to stop that VSD from doing anything too damaging.
Formation.
And then I can keep our
Unit in production.
galleons healing.
Get behind them.
Is there a way of telling if there's a best superior fleet tender? Alter take lots of space, has a huge range. The others have PDS. I mean,
Carrick en route.
generally they're pretty standardized
Let's go. I copy, sir.
with the healing abilities. So the multi-target is the big difference with the Altor.
What are your orders?
So the exact stuff isn't documented in game.
Target locked.
Fleet tender handling is something we actually do want to change a bit more,
Unit in production.
because it's
Unit
fairly
in
OP
production.
as it is,
Constructing unit.
but
Tartan cruiser reporting.
okay, we at least we pulled out in the middle there.
Roger.
So I need to grab this mine.
Coming
Got a
around.
tartan. They don't seem to have that many fighters out anywhere, but I'll still
Coming back around for another
try to
run.
help out a little bit on that. And I'm gonna assist in the top again too. We can just drop a Gorath on him. A Gorillion.
Constructing.
Yeah, I think this one's a W for the GM.
Unit in production.
I'm gonna start getting
Tartan
some
cruiser reporting.
what are they called?
Excellent shot.
Broadsides together for this.
I got one.
Helm ahead full.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
Commander on deck.
Okay, let's maybe move towards their station a little.
Constructing unit.
Awaiting command.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
Vehicle in production.
Normally I do this with VSDs, but I think the broadsides are probably better for it with
Broadside
GM
cruiser reporting.
for the base assault. So I'm gonna try to keep our strike cruiser and fleet tender mess up.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
The VSDs are visually basically the same.
Instructions received.
Cruiser ready.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
The ISDs have a slight visual difference. VSDs, I don't think we have any visual difference in the mod either.
Moving out.
Count my head full.
Engines active.
Okay,
Broadside
let's just nail them on
Cruiser
the
reporting.
concussion
Location
missiles.
confirmed. Heading out.
Oh, there are. Okay.
Attacking.
Well, the engine. I mean, yeah, but like,
Commander on deck.
you're not going to be.
More enemy craft.
Taking fire. Awaiting
Fuck.
your command. Enemies in range.
Increase the flank.
Constructing unit.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Okay,
Weapons
just
armed.
rain assault cogs on them.
Target confirmed. Destroying lasers. Enemies in range.
Go for that
Firing on their
one,
lasers.
and then go for
Target
the
confirmed.
thing.
Destroying lasers.
Getting a lock.
Choose your
Broadside
reinforcements.
cruiser
Where'd he
reporting.
go?
Fallout.
Nowhere to run.
They're trying to set up a goal in front. Not going to happen.
Awaiting
Intercepting.
your command.
Falling out of
Systems
formation.
online. Closing on
Draw their
target.
fire.
Frequency open. Initiating
Come on,
attack.
you can all shoot the thing now.
Choose your reinforcements.
That's all you need to do is shoot the station.
Locking on.
Let's move out. Roger that. Attack.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with Thrawn's Revenge today.
Firing on their lasers.
And then I do want to do a Fall of the
Target
Republic
confirmed.
skirmish
Destroying
day
lasers.
in the near future.
Firing on their lasers. Fire.
Because there's a lot of faction combinations that I never really get to play in Thrawn's Revenge because they just weren't possible before, whereas Fall of the Republic, I mean, it's
Stragglers.
I copy.
you're always
Target confirmed.
able to play
Destroying
the CIS and Republic.
Attack that target.
They're coming in quick.
Get them. Yes,
Should be at
Father.
least a bit more stable.
Attacking
We did have a desync in our first game, but everything I've seen from people who've been trying over the last couple days has been
Cruiser reporting.
that it's or over the last day, I guess, been that it's more stable.
Awaiting
So
your command.
it's a good
Target
sign.
confirmed.
Not perfect,
Destroying
but
your
better.
Nowhere
Let's
to
go.
run. Falling out of formation.
To be frank, not too bad.
Weapons armed. Systems online.
Okay,
Firing
I'm
on
just
their
gonna keep my guys
Target
on
confirmed.
the station.
Destroying
I'm gonna let
lasers.
them.
The torpedo
handle the
launchers
other
are
ones.
The primary target. Firing on their lasers.
We should
Target confirmed.
have those
Destroying
down. I mean, I
lasers.
could also buy things.
Unit in production.
Vehicle in
Shouldn't just
production.
assume because we're at the base that we've won and I'd never need to buy anything again.
Firing on their lasers.
I'm really out of practice with
Roger that.
skirmish.
At your command. Targeting.
The ping is really high for everyone.
At your command. Target confirmed. Destroying lasers. Star Destroyer reporting in. At your command.
Will the Hutt show up in both mods? Yeah, the Hutts are going to be in everything.
Awaiting orders.
They're going to be in Thrawn's Revenge, Fall of the
Firing on
Republic,
their lasers.
Revan's
Choose
Revenge,
your reinforcements.
probably also Imperial Reign at some point, though not right away necessarily.
Reinforcements canceled.
The Hutts are all over the place in Star Wars,
Moving out.
so they get to be wherever they want to be.
I copy. Star Destroyer reporting in. Destroying the torpedo launchers.
I mean, Eck did say that if the multiplayer was stable enough, he'd be potentially hosting a cash prize tournament.
Firing.
So That could be
Yes, sir.
interesting.
Broadside cruiser
He did
reporting.
his squadrons
Torpedo launchers
tournament.
are the primary
Like,
target.
there's always, like with Empire at War,
Attacking.
you can never tell when people are
Firing on
clicking
their
the
Yes, Commander. Ready.
disengage button.
Enemies in
So
range.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
there's some
Cruiser reporting.
possible issues there, but as long as everyone just assumes everyone's operating on good faith and that they accept the rulings of the moderators, then, you know. I've done cash prize tournaments within the team before. Just the one. Wanted to do another one, but we just haven't gotten to it yet.
We are victorious.
Right, good game, guys.
Destroying lasers.
We'll get another lobby up in a second. I think we'll move to the Coruscant map and still try to do 3v3. I think I want to play Hapens next. Is it necessary to update the mods? No. There's nothing in the update that requires us to change anything to be functional. But there are things that are possible now that weren't before. So we can update the mods with those things. Some of which we'll be doing in 0.4, some of which we'll be doing over a longer period. Alright, and keep in mind I am trying to get through as many people, or give as many people the chance to play as possible, so if you were in the prior games, just sit out, and then we'll try to get through as many as we can, and then move back to... So I think these are all fresh bodies. Well, I'll definitely try to get Triton in for the next one. Well, I don't play... like, YouTube is my job. I don't play the movie music in... Like, I don't play the game soundtrack. Right now I'm playing the tour soundtrack in the background, which doesn't get claimed.
Units constructing.
A lot of game soundtracks with the music made for just those games,
Upgrade in progress.
Commander.
the companies don't claim it.
Yes, sir. Unit ready for battle.
Petroglyph doesn't...
Coordinates.
Oh shit, I went to the wrong
Ready
one.
for battle.
Oh well. This is gonna be...
Ready for battle.
This is gonna be kind of a mess.
Unit construction in progress. Here, Commander.
Oh well.
On course.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Preparing for combat. We're on the way.
But yeah, Petroglyph definitely does not pay modders. Nobody pays modders. Modding is not a career.
For action. All together now. All together now. Moving in formation. Moving in
I do the YouTubes and the streamings.
Unit ready for battle. Units constructing.
Well, let's focus on
Construction in progress.
some combat refit novas.
Commander, units canceled. Yes, sir.
Building under construction.
Waiting orders. Move to attack.
Yeah, Kelly, I'm trying to get through as many people as possible, so
Assisting.
it's open for anyone to join.
Command. Give your signal. Here, Commander. Show. You have our full attention.
These are all community matches today.
Constructing.
Emergency frequency open. Ready to move out, sir. Ready to fire.
Commander. Move to attack.
So I'm gonna try to shift out towards the north.
Under attack.
Let's go on there. And we can slowly make our way out to the... oh, that's actually claimed already. We can slowly make our way out to the base there, potentially. How long am I planning on streaming? I mean, if I can get through a game as every faction, that'd be neat.
Yes, sir.
We've done Greater Maldrude. I'm counting the Ariado Authority one there. We've done Apes now. So if I can
Formation.
get to those.
Pilot. You're on my tail. In position. Orders received. I need Commander, move to attack.
Okay, what the fuck was the hotkey for giving money? Well, I want to show my frames. There we go. There's that.
Move to attack. Commander.
That is a lot of shit up there that I want my anti-fighter for. So I'll get another one, and
Commander,
you guys.
show. Give your signals.
Ooh, we're getting jumped on. Getting jumped on.
Construction complete.
Waiting orders.
See if I can get over there.
Space station under
There.
attack.
No, come on. Don't overlap. You need to get out of there, because they are gonna just keep jumping assault frigates onto us.
Awaiting new directive. On the double, my liege.
This is not ideal.
There's too many. We can't take much more of this. Requesting immediate support.
Well,
We can't take much more of this. Our squadron has been destroyed.
yeah, I'd really like to have some more 3-player maps in the future. Like, get a few better ones for that.
Units constructing.
Because that's an area where we have a couple of them, but
Awaiting a command.
it's probably the biggest gap of
Without hesitation.
quality options.
Waiting orders.
Our units are ready for action.
Downloading orders.
And with the number of factions in the mod now, especially with being able to use more of them, then like being able to do 1v1v1 with Ek and Charlie was always a challenge. And maybe if the game is more stable now, then
Space station
then
is
that'd even
under
be a thing that
attack.
Ek is up for again. So you never know.
Unit ready for battle.
I don't think he's going to be doing any
Much more of this.
Empire at War playthroughs, but maybe he'll be up for some skirmishing.
Give your signal.
Well, I wasn't intending to use a sandbox map.
Receiving signal.
I just ended up clicking on the wrong thing. Oh. You recovered? You recovered? Today I'm gonna stick to just space, but I want to do a space-focused one with TR, a space and ground Fall of the Republic stream, and a
We're ready.
a space and ground Thrawn's Revenge stream after that. Okay, I think we're fucked.
Units
I
constructing.
need to try to get out to... I need to try to get out to a few of the other mines. We got no money.
Unit ready for battle. Engines out. Take fire.
See if we can get up to the corner there.
I need support.
Well, this is the only stream I'm going to be doing this week,
Ready for battle.
because I am
All units
taking some days off. I will not be available from Thursday to Monday.
we await your instructions. Ready
But
for
once
battle.
I'm back, in December, I'm going to be looking to do some of those.
Orders acknowledged.
So hopefully next week, not sure which day, the Fall of the Republic one will happen, and I'll be starting the Republic playthrough. Because I have recorded the rest of the Imperial playthrough, like the Empire playthrough in Thrawn's Revenge. That's all ready.
Awaiting assignment. Weapon power.
So I know
full.
exactly when I'll need to move on.
Heading to the coordinates.
Is there a reason specific factions have specific ground to space weapons? I mean, the Imperial ones all have the hypervelocity gun, so that's
Waiting
the logic
orders.
for them
Well, that's
getting
only
the same
for history
one.
books.
And the other factions we tend to use the ion cannon with, just so that everyone doesn't have the HV gun. Variety is good there, having different ways that the factions play is good there. So that's why the different ones exist, rather than making everyone use the same thing.
Space station under attack.
I think we'll be able to hold off on the base. So I'm gonna try to take the
Commander.
take a mine out. Okay, I think the Apelian is up to the challenge there. But it's gonna be tough to get any map control back. I think with them using what they're using, I think having a beta isn't bad. But they're kind of screwed.
Awaiting new directive. Waiting orders.
No, there's nothing I hate to fight. Thank you, Game Night, for the donation, though. Big thing, Thrawn's Revenge needs more MP maps. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Yeah, we need to purge some of the existing ones, and a lot of them are quite old.
Stick together.
But I think the 3v3 ones are definitely the biggest gap.
Mission accepted.
Ready for battle.
We should be able to pretty easily hold this assault. It's just, are we going to be able to take anything? I guess magnetars are what we're going for.
Space station under attack.
Would it be possible for people to play different warlords in the same team? No.
Commander.
Waiting
I mean, if they completely eliminated the bug or the thing saying you need to select the same ones and then it let him into the game, then it might be possible to put the units from different factions onto the station, but I don't know if you'd ever be able to get those on. Like, that's definitely unintended behavior if it was letting you start it even with different people on the same team.
Trajectory is sound. I copy.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get out.
You have our full attention. We'll take them out.
Concentrate fire on that target.
You cannon units? What?
Yes, sir. We're on course.
What cannon units?
Repairing.
It's always funny when people try to be so offended by canon that they say ew about a Legends thing. How embarrassing.
Units constructing your instructions. Eradicate lasers. Our squadrons are out there.
Okay, can I sneak through and maybe get a mine somewhere? I think I need those for this.
Taking heavy damage. Our attack units failed. Our squadrons gets destroyed.
Like we definitely have a sizable advantage on these. But
Space station under attack.
they're able to take out our mine there. Like, even though we have
Waiting orders.
like they're not building much that's really threatening to the stations. But there's an RSD here now.
Transmit coordinates now.
Preparing for fire.
See if we can sneak by there. They're going to be able to answer with more than we have at any of the corners.
Unit construction in progress.
So it might just be
Stating heavy damage.
it might just be GG
Stating critical.
rather than waiting for them to break down the Apelian.
My system is critical.
Emergency
You know what? There's no
frequency
units in the mod that I never use.
Units canceled.
I mean, once the laser dauntless is there, maybe that one I won't use. But I think I might be calling it here. So good game, guys.
The enemy's on the offensive.
All crew accounted for.
I think we might be down. Yeah, the Starhawk's in now. I think we're dropping. No, we're not bringing this back. All right, let's try another one. I'm gonna pick the actual map that I wanted to pick. Which is somewhere I can never remember what things are called. Is it just gone? Where'd it go? Core World, not Deep Core. My bad. Okay, who haven't I played? I'm gonna do Empire of the Hand as the next one. So who have we done? We've done Hapens, we've done Greater Maldrude, we've done Ariado Authority. This will be Empire of the Hand. So maybe I should do another Imperial first, even if that's a little bit boring. Sorry, let's do Pentastar Alignment first, so that I'm not doing like 4 empires in a row. So next game, I'm gonna make sure that Game Night and Triton get in first. Game Night just donated and Triton donated many times. And I think Jay Skywalker for that as well then. Because I believe that is James Grant. All right. You can buy spots in these games. That's how it works. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's all it is. Houses ain't free. Yeah, it's definitely working better. We had one person seem to crash at the start of one of the games, which might have happened here as well. We'll see if it recovers. And we had one desync at the start as well. So this seems to just be an issue with people connecting at the start, which at least is not completely dropping. Yeah, we'll have to rehost. Which is still better than before. But okay, so please do not join this until we have Triton, Jay Skywalker, and Game Night in. Otherwise, I will kick with... great prejudice until that happens. Okay, we're good now. Wookie Cookie is Triton. Are we 3v3? Yes. Yep, okay. Looks like we're good. So, PA against... anyone. New Republic, it looks like. Oh, you were all on the same team, and now it's all falling apart. The best starting year for the New Republic? I mean, the later you go, the more they tend to have. Though with the 0.3 map changes, I tried to make it less overwhelming, because in the prior versions, it would be, you start in Era 7, you have 90%. Yeah, you just control everything, but with being able to set different stuff. Alright, let's hopefully survive this one.
Waiting orders. Location plotted.
Okay, things are moving.
Ion engines primed.
I'm going far left.
Vehicle
As in everything.
production. Unit in production. Unit in production.
IPV reporting.
Escort carrier standing by. Choose your reinforcements.
Well, I'm trying to make sure the
Location
people who
confirmed.
donated have gotten in, but beyond that, only fair way to do it is first come, first serve without duplicating games.
Constructing unit.
Unit in production.
Bit noodles, that is disgusting. God.
Escort carrier standing by.
IPV reporting.
No sexual harassment in chat. Come on.
Escort carrier standing by. Building started.
Deploying squadron.
Or I'm off.
Just tentacles fucking everywhere.
Unit in production.
Let's show some class here, people.
Copy.
Building under
But
construction.
hopefully, if the game is stable, I'll be able to do it more often. And then people will just lose all interest. Like it'll be so common that you won't care that you've never played with me or that you've already played with it. There'll be chances. Which factions are there or are planned for Imperial Reign? Will Empire of Command Staff like the Republic? So there'll probably be a Command Staff-esque mechanic for the Empire Imperial Reign. The initial release, I'm just going to be focusing on Rebel versus Imperial stuff, maybe some CIS holdout stuff. But Huts would be like Rebels, Empire, CIS holdouts for some eras, and Huts would be kind of the big things.
Unit in production.
Do they have that side? Looks like they are going to win on that side.
Frigate here. This way. Building started.
So I guess if I was a good teammate, I'd help more in the middle and the other side too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well,
Yes,
let's
Commander.
see if I can do anything to that
For the
effect.
Empire.
High squadron here.
Easiest when I don't have to do any of the fighting. But where do we have the highest chance to win? I think supporting in the middle makes the most sense.
Vehicle in production.
Ties reporting in.
IPV reporting.
Okay,
Advancing.
I need you to shoot their fighters
Ready.
or their bombers. They have a lot of bombers. What happened to the Pelta and Fall of the Republic skirmish? I mean, it just got. I think it just changed the tech level it's available at because it was quite powerful.
Reinforcements en route.
I don't think anything else changed with it.
Acquiring target.
Orders, sir.
Should still be there.
Draw their
Unit in
fire.
production.
Unable to shake them. Pursuing enemy forces.
And up and release already? I mean, you can't release what's not there.
Frigate here.
Attack formation.
You'd get a half-baked Galactic Conquest map, some notes on my phone, and a few concept plugins. Is it possible to start a large Galactic Conquest and Tranche Defense after this patch? Yeah. The mod doesn't need to be updated for the patch. So you can just jump straight back in. It does mean any saves you had going won't be there.
Unit in production.
You'll have to go and check out the old version if you want to return to
Unit in
the
production.
prior Galactic Conquest that you were already playing. But beyond that,
Engaging the enemy.
you should be good to go.
IPV reporting.
Where are the
See if I
others?
can
Shields
get some
almost gone.
anti-fighter support in there.
I've been hit. Engines are malfunctioning.
IPV reporting.
Watch for enemy ships. Go after them.
Well, I don't know what the specifics of the Imperial version of the command staff would look like. Just that there will be some.
Right away.
Blasted scum.
Unit in production.
Like, we're a ways off from anything being anywhere near finalized in that. 'Cause right now, it's mostly just me playing around with core concepts from time to time. VO work. So we actually, on our Discord, we have a discord.gg/Corey loses. We actually have a channel where people are able to submit. So there's information on how to submit to like voice auditions, and then we have some people who, primarily NMS right now, who go through those and work with whoever wants to be a voice actor to see if there's any available slots or roles. We're always looking for more people with decent acting skills, high quality mics, and an interest in sharing their voice with the world. So yeah, if you're interested in that, always appreciated. And I think the link for the Discord is also should be in the description.
Unit.
Heavy cruiser standing by. Fire for effect. All guns, fire.
Hypothetically, what's the max amount of planets Galactic Conquest can handle? I mean, once you start getting over 200, things will start lagging more, but like there's no specific you're at this planet, then you're at this planet, and then the game will like immediately crash. There are like XML character tag limits, so theoretically if you exceed those, the game would crash. They're actually much higher on Steam than they were in the other versions of the game. So if you go back to like old versions of the mod on GOG and Disk, even before we had to completely stop supporting those other versions of the game, then you'd see some maps just weren't in it because the length of the character tags, or the character length of the tags with all the planets listed in them, were too long, and that would make the game crash on startup. So if you have planets with longer names, you hit that point before you'd hit it in if you were making a map with planets with shorter names. We can walk over there. Well, I think I need to come at another angle, and I can't just filter stuff in.
Cruiser here.
Yeah, there's nothing like, there's no technically different stuff that Remake does. It just high poly models and changing some of the light sources for different effects.
Ready for battle.
Cruiser online.
Asteroids ahead.
I copy.
Evasive maneuvers.
Reporting in.
Some of that's a trade-off with readability, so like there's some things you can do to make the game look better, but which make it harder to see what's going on. Some things you can do which are a trade-off with performance. Some things you can do that are a trade-off with stability, that's less of a concern now, like having higher poly models and higher res textures for stability, because that's one of the things that 64-bit does address. Because like it's not a performance change, but having more access to RAM before the game will start crashing can mean that you have more memory that you can use for textures and models being high res or higher poly.
Roger.
Go after the stragglers. Copy.
There's also some stuff you can, like, depending on how you structure your art, there are things you can do that look better zoomed out that help with readability, but if you zoom in, they're less clear, whereas there are other things you can do that look better zoomed in, but when you're zoomed out, they aren't as readable. So, like, there's always decisions with trade-off on art style there.
More enemy craft. We're on the move.
Current commander here. Our engines are disabled.
Because like the way we approach our art style is trying to be consistent in ways that like all the artists are able to match on the team, but also keeping it most readable at gameplay height. So like we don't do too many things where like one way that you can texture models is have like just a material sheet basically, and you have the UV map tiling that across the ship, which is more common in like it tends to look better if you're going to be zoomed in really close, or you have like the trim sheet where there's like all the metal, but if you zoom out it tends to look more like it's tiling metal. So we tend to avoid doing that, but it can look better when you're zoomed in.
I'm on them. Eliminating target.
I think we're...
I've detected.
Constructing.
I'm falling behind.
Coming around.
I think I need anti-fighter on this.
Your orders, sir.
Our engines are out.
We got suggestion channels in the Discord? Well, there's a YouTube suggestion channel, but anything else like mod related suggestions people have or want to talk about, they can just go in the discussion for the mod, like in the actual mod channels for it. So that wouldn't really necessitate a new channel. There's a lot of channels in the Discord already.
Fallout.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Attack formation.
IPV reporting.
For another run.
Moving.
Let's move out.
Go after the stragglers.
Okay, we never actually got level 2 for that, so let's get level 2.
Regroup for
And they got Kryn coming in.
Vehicle in production.
Cruiser online.
Choose your reinforcements.
I think we're kind of fucked. Got a few units waiting in the core there.
Vehicle in production.
But I think we might be able to win this engagement, but we're running low on money for sure. So I don't know if I can...
Losing power.
If we can win on this side, then we can probably get over... Or that's not Kryn anymore, that's Brawlix. Yeah.
Cruiser online.
We're being targeted.
If I can move
Right
over
away.
here...
Squad, move in. My scopes are jammed.
It's definitely better.
Where are the others?
Ready.
Shields almost gone.
Thank you, Pyro, for the donation.
All ahead.
Losing control. I
We've
can't
lost the
switch
missile
position.
launcher.
I don't remember if you left of your own accord or not.
Destroyed. Move to attack.
Quick. Reporting.
We've lost our launch bay.
Craft. Getting a lock.
James, I actually have a video up on that.
Vehicle in production.
Base station under attack.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
So the saves are not compatible from the 32-bit one to the 64-bit one. So in order to play your old saves, you just need to go into the Steam library properties. I have a video on how to do it. You can check out the old version and you can finish your saves on that. But they are still there. Yeah, that's...
Reinforcement available.
Excellent shot.
Unit in production. Unit canceled.
Constructing unit.
Taking fire.
IPV reporting. Sir,
Alright, so if Pyro, you want to get in on the next game, I'll make sure you get a slot.
form up. Bombs away. Cruiser online.
Intercepting.
Thank you, Jim. Very appreciated. 10 months of membership. Hosanna shows up in Ahsoka Season 2. That'd be a reach. That would definitely be a cameo that surprises me. I don't know if Dave Filoni is going to the Empire or Prime Lord Bank.
They've destroyed our torpedo launcher. Yes, sir. Enemy forces sighted. They took out our lasers.
And I was asking, will there be any quick mod updates to the update of the main game? So, I might put out an update that makes the difficulty stay between
The lasers are our target. We're in position.
the loading. So, like, you don't have to change it once you're in game.
Target sighted.
But the...
Fire for maximum effect.
So,
Nowhere to run.
one of the reasons I wanted to have point 4 stay short is we've kind of known this is coming for a while, because I and a lot of other modders were involved in like asking for shit for this patch and testing it. So I've been trying to I've been trying to be mean to the team to make them make sure we don't go too far in our scope creep for point 4, so that any changes we do make like quickly from that can be put out fairly soon. Because otherwise, even with some of the simple stuff, it does mean making the changes twice, which makes it all the more likely to make mistakes. And then once we do that, then it's all gone. Then it's not even worth it. Like there is one particular bug that I've wanted to fix in a hotfix for a while, where there's a framework crash when the Empire of the Hand is supposed to be getting the Thrawn clone, but they can't spawn the Thrawn clone. And so that's still a hotfix I want to put out, but even that requires putting in some files or remaking some changes that have been there for a while. So, or had a bunch of other changes, so you have to redo that, and then I'm just going to break something else, so that's always a concern that I have. But that's why I want to make sure that point 4 comes about as soon as possible.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
So I'm not really planning on doing. Okay, can one acclimator beat
We'll
this?
be there soon.
Attack formation.
I mean, I wasn't the ones before you were here, Chettering. I think it's your fault. What's Era 4 in Fall of the Republic? The one that's not available? So there is the... Well, Era 4 isn't the unavailable one. Era 5, there's the... well, kind of change that as well. But there's the Imperial era stuff and the pre-Clone Wars era stuff that we don't do much with. So those are what aren't available. Yeah, we're a little bit lost right now.
Engine system is down.
I haven't dug through the mission files for any of the stuff that I was curious about yet. So I don't know if we're going to find anything too useful there. But the main thing I'm interested in is something to do with how damage was done through the shields to one of the units. Because I don't know if it's the same function I was using to damage the Executors, or if there's a way to have persistent damage happening without taking out the shields, because that'd be nice. Thank you, new watchers. We'll try to get you and Pyro in if we can for the next one, or if Pyro wants to. But yeah, we'll make sure that before anyone else joins, we get new watchers in, and Pyro if Pyro's still around and wants to join.
I have them now.
It's definitely more stable now, Geronimo. We had a desync earlier in our first match, but other than like 2 people that just failed to launch the game, which can still happen as a separate issue, we've been through 4 or 5 matches now without really much trouble.
They've destroyed our torpedo launcher.
For another attack.
Upgrade complete.
I'm just trying to be nice, Sky.
I'm hit.
Gotta let other people win sometimes.
Sir, our launch bay has been disabled.
Okay,
More enemy craft.
no worries.
Taking fire. I'm on them. I got him.
I've got him. Our lasers have been destroyed.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Well, I think we're calling that one. Good game, guys.
Where'd he go?
I also got a bit distracted talking in the middle of that one and ended up with like 6 grand that I never spent. All right, so who have we played so far? So please, nobody join until I guess that's new watchers, because I think that was Pyro that said they weren't. And then I'll open it up once they've had a minute. Do a Travis. We haven't had a good Travis. So I've done Ariadu, I've done Greater Maldrude, I've done Pen of Star Alignment now, Apens. So we just need Zinj and Empire are the only Imperial ones. So we'll do Empire of the Hand next. Alright. We've waited long enough. I'll have a better system for this in the future, I think. I wasn't expecting, honestly, many people to want to play. So I didn't really plan out multiples for that. Thought of limiting build cap for multiplayer games with more players. Unfortunately, that's not a thing we can do. The pop cap is one fixed number between Galactic Conquest and Skirmish for space. So it just is what it is there. Alright, it looks like we're getting into our EOF game pretty quickly. What is Phoenix Rising? That is a different mod that's currently worked on, or was worked on by one of our current developers, Evil Bob the Bob. He took over from another guy named Chandler. So it's a fun mod, a lot of upgrades. It doesn't work right now with the update to the game because it has compiled Lua scripts, which is the one thing that does need to be changed. If you compile your Lua scripts, those mods, and Lua scripts and shaders, I think. If you compile custom ones of those, that'll break. That's the problem. All right, Empire of the Hand. Don't feel pressured. I feel like people have gotten in and chosen New Republic as the enemy faction just because they're the default selection, and then no one wants to move that. So maybe next time I'll tell people what to do. I'll lay down some law, and then it's a bit more variety. Yeah, I got distracted by the rendering talk and did nothing.
Ready. Right away.
I think people really... Oh, fuck. Well, it was bound to happen. I think people really underestimate the difficulty of talking and playing. Right. There's our second sync. Like, I'm not even really... If they're in the first 10 seconds, like, that's... As long as it doesn't happen too often, I'm not even gonna count that as a desync. You know, like it's... Let's try this again. So we're gonna do Empire of the Hand against... let's see. Zinj? Yeah, you never want to hit him with the weapon. That's just rude. Yeah, Azimuth, if you use the in-game mod launcher, just don't. Set up a different thing in the Steam library and just launch into the mod directly. The mod launcher is, to be honest, absolute garbage. Like the in-game mod launcher they added a few patches ago. Like, I have a video up on the channel on the easiest way to launch multiple mods. If you just Google Corey Loses easiest way to launch multiple mods, you should see the video and it'll show you how to set up. Not to plug too much, but you should be able to see the way that I have it set up, basically, where it's just a different listing for each mod in your Steam library, and you can just launch straight in. It's so much easier. Shouldn't Skirmish testing be in the base game first? I mean, base game didn't have as many issues with desyncs as mods were likely to in the first place. I've played more than enough base game Skirmish during the testing for the patch that I have no interest in doing that right now.
Ties reporting in.
So I'd rather see if it works in the mod.
Unit in production.
Australia-class frigate here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Australia-class frigate here.
Orders,
Yeah,
sir.
I don't need to be here. I can go somewhere else.
Ready
I might
for
just go down
command,
here.
sir.
We're up there. Let's go up there. Rip. I wonder if it's something to do with the map. I think that's okay, Cold Snap crashed there. I'll try one more with the Empire of the Hand, and then if it does it again, then that'd be what, 4 games where the Empire of the Hand in particular crashed, but we'll just move on. Okay, let's. I'm gonna go to Frozen Wastes for Empire of the Hand. We'll see if we get a different map going for it. I used to have no issues with the Travis, but I'm gonna try to keep as many variables testable as possible there. No, the multiplayer is run through the Steam servers. Steam handles the multiplayer service, which is the big reason why Steam is the version that gets updates. Because when I've asked about it before, they've said it's one of the reasons that they don't do the updates for the other versions. If they don't want to publish something that like works one way on Steam and then works another way, even though like the GameSpy servers don't work anyways, so it's not like GOG and Disk have like functional servers otherwise, but you know, yeah, it should be around 4 years old. All right, we still got a few slots for this one. As I've done. Two. I haven't really played too many other mods on the channel in a while. Like, I'm trying to diversify more in like covering other games. Like the amount of Empire at War I already do with just the EaWX stuff is quite a lot, and then it's easier to avoid any drama by just sticking with our stuff and then doing other games. I don't want to be pigeonholed too much into Empire at War, really. Empire of the Hand versus Zinj. Let's see if we can play on Frozen Wastes. My favorite SSD is the Bellator, for sure.
TIE Squadron here. Course set. Instructions received.
For the
Vehicle in production.
I think Barracudas can be pretty good. I think that's by Seagate. Those are some good SSDs sometimes. Sony. I think I have some Sony SSDs. And this one's a Samsung SSD. I'd have to open up that computer to see what's in there. But the Bellator's the cutest SSD.
Moving to that
Easily.
destination. Moving to those coordinates.
Barracuda was the answer to a trivia question last week,
Yes, Commander.
and we did not get it.
Moving
The
to
clues,
those
I should have picked it up with the SSD brand, or hard drive brand, but we didn't get it. I've been doing Trivia Tuesday nights
reporting in.
with some friends at a bar
Those coordinates at
the last couple of weeks, which has been nice because I never go out of the house to do anything, like since before COVID. Like actually going places with friends hasn't been a thing. Really, since before then.
TIE Squadron standing by.
Like when me and Dana started dating,
Yes, Commander. Awaiting orders.
we went out a few times, obviously, but beyond that, like it's been,
Unit canceled.
I haven't had like a regular thing that I've done with people for quite some time.
Yes, Commander. Reporting.
So like even some of my friends that live in the city in the last year or so, even though we're in constant communication on like messenger apps, I've probably seen them less in the last year than I've seen Ek. So
For another attack.
having a social life again is nice.
Vigilant standing by.
Excellent shot.
Awaiting your orders. Cruiser firing.
But the same consortium's here.
Vigilant standing by. Heavy cruiser on standby. Stay vigilant.
You can say I'm old, someday it'll happen to you as well.
Coming back around for another run.
Well, it's not Ek's fault that I've seen him more than other people. But like between a Halifax trip and
TIE Squadron.
the Jedi Survivor trip,
To attack.
that was like 8 days where I hung out with him,
Cruiser firing.
For the
compared to other friends that I've seen like 3 times this year, despite living in the same city.
Standby.
ready for battle.
Constructing unit.
The modding YouTuber life is, you spend a lot of time in your basement.
Journey cross frigate here. Heavy cruiser.
Which I like my basement.
On standby.
I'd rather have a new basement, but I have nothing against my basement. It's just nice to have options. Change it for the Empire of the Hand. So the Empire of the Hand is not changing too much in point 4, but for point 5 we have 5 or 6 space models that we're going to be
Unit in production.
updating, and their entire ground roster will be changing
In production.
in that version as well.
Journey cross frigate here. I'll head full.
So we have like 7 or 8 ground models that Oz has done for the Chiss and Empire of the Hand, and then Philo's going to be doing a few. I'm going to be texturing some of those. Philo's going to be texturing some of those. I might end up doing a model of some kind, but I'm going to be texturing some of the space stuff that's been sitting. So the huts are the focus of
Moving to those
point 4, and the double H's are going to be more point 5 stuff. So we're kind of just prepping the assets for that rather than trying to get all the gameplay design done now. I was hoping to get some of their stuff into point 4 earlier on, but it doesn't make Doesn't make sense to split the focus like that way. Updating? Did updating not make sense in the context I said? I don't remember what I said.
Construction complete. Heavy cruiser moving out.
At your command.
Vehicle
Got some
in
warlords.
production. Unit in production. Unit cancelled.
Never mind.
Constructing
Chaff Ascendancy.
unit.
And if I never go and actually see the station, it'll just look destroyed forever.
Heavy cruiser on
And then we win.
standby. Warlord craftsmanship here, sir.
Oh, shit, they got a dragon.
Falling
Rawr.
into formation.
Focus fire on the heavy guns.
Choose your reinforcements.
Acknowledge, sir.
Yeah, like the
Ready for battle.
Empire of the Hand units for the not quite sub factions, but for the native groups. Those models weren't redone at the same time we did the other space stuff for them, or they weren't textured at least.
System is down.
So there's been a few of them sitting in asset purgatory for a while, and those I'm going to be texturing alongside some of the extra Haven stuff, like the additional house units and all the stuff I mentioned in the rambling in one of the recent LP episodes.
Intercepting.
But the main thing is, like, I don't want to overload Nolan and Rayon with unit statting, and then us with testing, because we gotta get the huts done. Which is why I've assigned more GitHub issues to people. So I'm sure they'll be happy about that.
I'm on them.
Can I get a nice happy commander? Well, I was filtering on the Git by like
Vehicle in production.
people's names to see what they currently had assigned, so I could make sure that any of the high priority stuff was assigned, and there were some people who had nothing. So I made sure that they didn't feel left out.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
We have the enemy target, my lord.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, my ascendancy got demolished. I
Enemies
don't
in
like that.
unit.
They're getting too many ascendancies, or too many VSDs. So that's not great.
Cruiser firing.
Holding fire.
They're all gonna be twos, right? Yeah, that's we're playing Cinch. Yeah.
Draw their fire.
So if I can make them not kill me, I'm gonna consider that a win. Oh, I can. That's neat. I've never noticed that before. Is that a thing? No, I made that up. Okay, I thought if I clicked on their version of that ship, I was actually selecting mine. But I think it was just latency.
Vehicle
Warlord
in
craftsmanship
production.
here, sir.
You guys ever consider adding new Star Wars ships to TR, like future designs for the Empire units, making it more like... Yeah, we're... So, the only situations where we're putting in the new canon stuff is with smaller submod or optional units like the Starhawk and the MC-75, so there might be one or two more like that. But otherwise, we're not going to try to like put them in the sense of like, oh well, this Resurgent was developed by the Empire in 48. Like, no, if we do stuff like that, it's just going to be, this is an optional submod unit. Click this if you wanted to take one spot in that. Otherwise, get over it.
Commander, they're hitting.
Like if we ever, when we get to Imperial Reign, that'll have like Legends and Canon Galactic Conquests. So we have a few more ships made for that situation.
Attack formation.
Vigilant standing by. Destroy their main.
Though obviously that doesn't cover Resistance First Order War periods. So that'd be a whole separate can of worms.
Go after the stragglers.
Vehicle in
I
production.
have a lot of credits now, but I've still been building.
Yes, Commander.
I would like... You're tier 4, you're tier 5. Okay, so I guess I do want
Vehicle in production.
Arc.
Have them now.
They're coming quick.
They've destroyed our ion cannons.
WeWikiU, it's not performance changes. Stability should be better.
Choose your
But
reinforcements.
performance wasn't changed by the 64-bit stuff. Certain systems will have the game function better because of other changes. But, okay, there we go. I'm getting what I want. But
Taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us.
it'll be system to system different impacts.
Where'd he go? Nowhere to run. Falling out of formation.
Thank you, Patrick, for the donation. Rayon answered your question, so I'm keeping the money. But yeah, the terrain mapping does work for heroes as well. But
Draw their fire.
other than that, like, you'd have to do something like the Legion skins, where we're able to hide and unhide different meshes by scripting. So any change you want to the outfit other than something that's terrain mapped would have to be an extra model and texture set within the asset. Oh shit.
Ready to receive orders. Thrawn would approve.
But with character art being a really limited resource, it's not something that
Heavy cruiser on standby.
we do a lot with.
Proceeding there now.
Ascendancy at the ready.
You're gonna
reporting.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can take that out.
Space jump.
Star Destroyer cons open.
This little section is still a problem, but I'm gonna try to keep.
Target locked.
Let's do a
Vehicle
photos and
production.
throws in
Vehicle
there.
in production.
Ready to receive orders.
But thank you for the
Yes,
donation, very
Commander.
appreciated.
Take out the ion cannon.
Okay, I really want those
The ion cannon.
that aggressor's stuff down. Oh fuck!
Star Destroyer standing by.
Can't believe you've done this.
Open. Star Destroyer at the ready.
Reporting.
Yeah, Kyle. The mods they don't tend to need a new update. Like, there's very specific instances if mods do very specific things that they need an update, but it's not something that TR and FOTR do, so we're fine.
Coming around.
Phoenix Rising, I know, does require some extra work to make it compatible because they compiled their Lua scripts.
They will perish.
And I'm not sure beyond that. I wouldn't be able to tell you what other mods do. But,
Vehicle in
okay,
production.
I'm gonna use my extra money to do this. Unfortunately, Park is gonna die.
Ready. TIE Squadron here. Acquiring target.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
Our mine access in here is starting to fall apart. Here, I want you guys, you bombers, to come over there. And I'm just gonna get one of these fighters on this.
Ready for command, sir.
Reinforcements en route. Understood.
'Cause if I can try to
Coming back around.
win on this side. Okay, there's one coming in there. Okay, let's just focus everyone on this new arrival.
Receive orders.
Awaiting your orders.
They're at least not moving up too much here.
Engines disabled. We're adrift, sir.
TIE Squadron here.
And my goal is to slowly make my way over to this,
Reinforcements en route.
which I think is happening less slowly.
Engines disabled. We're adrift,
We've
sir.
lost our turbo lasers.
Arlani, yeah.
Unit in production.
Death. Arlani's a 3, right? Yeah. Let's get
Cancelled.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Cancelled.
Arlani. And then I'll get the Aphodio, some Kuros after
TIE
that.
Squadron here.
The Kuro and then Rokia.
Intercepting.
What do you need, sir? Destroy. Survivors. Vigilance standing by.
I'm on them.
We got another fresh guy in there. Now, this might be a mistake.
Yes, Commander.
Reinforcements on
Trying to
route.
reinforce too much there. I just want to make sure.
What do you need, sir?
Reinforcements en route.
Sending star.
Okay, you get over there.
Space station under
She'll be
attack.
ready soon.
I got one.
I don't think this would have done much. I can get an Intigo though. I'm gonna get a goal in after that. And I'm gonna keep
Sending star.
putting some bombers out there. Alright, Aralani.
Stay in formation.
Sending moving out.
Reinforcements en route.
Instructions, Commander. Target their guns.
And then we need to loop in on this ISD.
Star Destroyer comms open. Thrawn would approve.
Once they start pushing up in here, I'm kind of worried for that though. We'll probably focus on the middle. They're doing okay. This is a waste of my build time, but
Constructing unit.
if the Aphodio is going to be dead,
They're coming
I don't know if I
quick.
really need the,
Get behind them.
smaller stuff as
I
much.
have them now.
Okay, well we're coming in.
All fighters attack.
What do you need, sir? Firing on my weapon systems.
Reinforcements en route.
More enemy craft. Enemies in range.
Unit in production.
Vigilance standing by.
I'm gonna cancel some of those so I can get some anti-fighter onto that ISD.
Sending star.
Ready to go.
Because we're really relying on fighters and bombers up here. Let's get those bombers into this area now. This should actually be in range of those guys again.
Sir, I've detected.
So let's do that, and I'm gonna keep you guys in.
Nowhere to run. Falling out of formation.
Reinforcements en route.
Okay, let's grab some of these fighters and get onto their Star Destroyer over here. Well, as you can see, Wolf, the mods do still work.
Draw their fire.
Warlord class gunship here, sir. Journey class frigate
I'm on
here.
them.
Plotting trajectory.
Dude, we got an Intigo in the middle.
Eliminating
Good stuff.
target. Attack formation.
Well, let's see if I can. No, yeah, I really wanted you to get in there.
The stragglers.
You're not in the place where I want you to be.
Dead full.
Regroup for another attack. They're coming in quick.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
So I want to take out those mines. It's not a performance increase, Wolf.
Target
Like
locked.
for me, there was a performance increase on this particular computer, but the 64-bit change isn't about performance. It's an increase in memory that you can get, but memory doesn't increase
Coming
performance.
What do you need, sir? Firing on target.
Because like the main performance increase thing was fixing the mouse draw claws that caused the flickering when you didn't have hardware mouse on. So that generally means if you didn't have that option ticked anyways, then there's not really much of a difference.
More enemy craft. Taking fire.
Yes, Commander.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Target acquired.
Where'd he go?
Heavy destroyer stands
Attack
ready.
that target.
But the thing that really changed as far as the 64-bit change
Space station.
is the game has more access to memory now. So stuff that might have caused crashes before from
To receive orders.
memory usage
Firing sequence.
no longer will.
What do you need, sir?
Oh shit. Well, that's
Nowhere to run.
fine.
Falling out of
Way over there.
formation. Draw their fire.
Warlord class
Choose
See if we can
reinforcements.
Rokia that to death. Like, having a nice Rokia force would be
Coming back around for another run.
would be welcome.
Getting a lock.
Go after the stragglers.
Excellent shot.
Sending stars
I
right
got one.
here. Destroy their terminal.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
We're starting to have enough that we're
Another attack.
reaching some performance issues.
All batteries fire when
Intercepting.
ready.
Enemies in range.
How stable it's been? It's definitely been way more stable than it was in the past. Like, there's still been a couple issues. We've had a few games that have desynced, but we've generally been able to have a lot more games getting to completion than in the past. Like, I think we've had 3 or 4 that failed right up front, and then we had 1 or 2 that desynced, or shoot, I think it was just the one that desynced, like in the middle of what you'd actually call the game going.
Choose your reinforcements.
Acknowledge.
And everything else is completed pretty well, even though we've
Get behind them.
been playing with 6 people for most of them.
Taking fire.
And like, if anyone was there for the last attempt with Ilkin and Charlie and Zach, where I think we played one game that got sort of near completion, then this is a definite upgrade. Okay, Aralani is he's dead.
Nowhere to run.
We Thrawn soon.
Falling out of formation. I have them now.
I'm losing.
Match for legitimacy heroes in Skirmish? Probably not. Like, there's enough heroes for everyone that don't need to dip into that pool too much.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
But I don't know if Ranger has different
Draw
ideas.
their fire.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Okay, we should be good on those.
Attack.
I think
formation.
we're gonna be able to take out
Go
this
after the
Saranin
stragglers. Sir, I've detected.
without too much trouble.
Regroup for another attack.
So I have an idea of where our Antico is gonna go.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Choose your reinforcements.
Taking Moving to fire. coordinates.
Copy.
Now let's send our bombers over this way.
Fire at will.
Or let's do that.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Yeah, I don't think X retirement from Galactic Conquest campaigns is gonna be changing, but maybe he'd be up
Nowhere to
for
run.
a skirmish stream with things
Upgrade
running
in
better.
progress.
Engines are off, sir.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about those. I'm gonna turn this around.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Already on it, sir.
This is exactly what a Saranin doesn't want to fight. Switch this 32-bit for the saves. Will I not be able to connect to multiplayer for 64? Yeah. So if you switch back to this 32-bit, once you want to do 64-bit stuff again or play with other people who are on 64-bit, then you gotta
Star Destroyer reporting in.
switch back.
formation.
But you can switch whenever you want. So
Eliminating target.
we were talking this morning. Some of the devs were saying we're probably going to get some reports in the future, in the not too distant future, from people who start reporting bugs not being able to work, especially when Point 4 comes out, because they've forgotten to switch back to 64-bit. So it's definitely going to be a thing,
Enemy crash.
but
Taking fire.
I got
hopefully people get used to it. Like, once existing saves are done for the 32-bit stuff, there's not really going to be a reason for people to go back to it.
Ready.
Thrawn would approve.
coming back around for another run.
Warlord class
Awaiting
gunship
orders.
here, sir.
Attack
Let's see if
commencing.
we can get that one. And I'm going to keep
We stand ready.
building up our Warlord force, our Rokia force. I'm still using the old names years later.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
You guys get over there.
Stands ready.
We've had some pretty big map-wide engagements here. WAP-mide? I only need 2 of you. And I'll get one of you.
Unit in
We'll just get those.
At your beck and call. We've been outmaneuvered. Already on it, sir.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Awaiting your orders.
Getting a lock.
I just send these fighters down to there. Yeah, I think that makes most sense.
Where'd he go?
Like, once these Rokia are done with that Saranin,
Nowhere to run.
or even right now, I'm gonna do this right now. Get over there. It hasn't clobbered them, but it's definitely a big improvement. Like, there's still some desyncs we've
Falling out of
had.
formation.
Way better than
Draw their
before.
fire.
The only thing getting clobbered right now is unfortunately Empire's frame rate, though.
I'm losing. Attack formation. Go after the stragglers.
Your command,
Our
sir.
space station is under
It's-
attack.
Regroup for another attack.
Ready to receive orders.
They're
We'll
coming
get
in
there.
quick. More enemy craft.
Okay, most of the weapons are gone from that side, so I don't think they're in trouble. There's a Saranin coming in our base, but our base should be able to take that too. I don't know that these are the best
Yes, sir. Targeting.
usages of the Saranins that we've seen. Whose is that? That is Scotsman's. Whose was this? This is Gecko's. So Jay Skywalker may be working on one as well.
Open fire.
But if we can
Send and save the ready.
start getting some damage on the base,
Upgrade
then
complete.
Location locked.
we can move a lot of these guys in.
Reporting in.
Let's try to move them up.
Yes, Commander.
Those fighters, our bombers are coming in for the Saranin. They're going to help the station.
Commander, they're hitting us. Where'd he go?
Star Destroyer comms open.
We've lost the hangar.
Personally, my favorite faction for Space Skirmish?
Ready to receive orders.
I mean, I don't know.
Mega Mazer
I don't really have one.
Roger that. Moving to coordinates.
But to be fair, it's also been quite some time since I really played a lot of
Ties reporting in.
Space Skirmish.
Nowhere to run.
I think I want a Kagos for those. Oh, they're putting in a goal in. Let's see if I can make sure we're out of range of that. Yeah, that's still going to be a bit in range. Let's keep going forward on that.
Form up.
Draw their fire.
Attack formation. Orders, sir.
We never really took
Go after
the
the stragglers.
those mines.
Yes, Commander.
Send and save the ready.
Ready for command.
We never built them. But we've been building consistently. Like, there's nothing
They're coming in quick.
more that credits were going to do for me.
Destroyer here.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Well, that didn't last.
Ready to receive
Do I have
orders.
anything down here? No.
We stand ready.
Our Rokias are still heading in.
Choose your
More
reinforcements.
enemy craft.
So I'm going to drop this there. Because that's going to be the angle we come in with those guys.
Locking on. Stay in formation. Get behind them.
But I think we're winning.
Enemies in range.
Send and save the ready.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, we got to kill that ISD.
Target
Targeting
locked.
at maximum
your
I
firepower.
have them now.
Ready to receive orders.
Don't let the ISD
Eliminating
bully us.
target.
Those, what you guys do,
Ties
doesn't matter.
squadron standing by.
I don't think we need to worry about it.
I'm on them.
Attacking target.
Send and save the ready. Firing
Alright,
sequence.
you're not gonna angle towards the station or toward the ISD in time.
Star Destroyer comms
So I think with these guys, I'll just be able to
Excellent shot.
Platoon standing
mess
by.
that ISD up.
Class gunship here, sir. We await
There's
your
no
orders.
Muntilian blockers for him, so that's just gonna die real fast. Oh, there's a Muntilian blocker. We got a Muntilian blocker.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Muntilian blocker inbound. I'll fire on the Muntilian blocker.
Choose your
You don't want the kind of ghost on this one? No, they're not even getting in there with the shields up.
Where'd he go?
So you may as well come in there.
Moving out.
Nowhere to run.
We stand ready.
Our
Take out
station
their
is
heavy
under
weapons.
attack.
Ascendant safe ready.
Reporting.
We're starting to get some damage
Locking
on us.
Comms open.
But hopefully the Peltis
Ready to receive orders.
Heavy cruiser.
hopefully the Peltis main weapons aren't gonna be down.
Enemies in range.
Okay.
Ascendant safe ready.
Did that ISD fail at its objective?
Eliminating target.
Awaiting your
I think it did. Although there is another one coming in, so
Thrawn would approve.
celebration isn't gonna last long.
Destroyer standing by.
Draw their fire.
That Saran just wasn't there quick enough.
I've got them in my sights. Attack
Our
formation.
target priority is the laser cannons.
Coming back around for another run.
Alright.
Safe ready.
Go after
So-
the stragglers.
We're at the 2-hour mark, so I think what I'm gonna do after this game is go through and do the random draw for
I got one.
for the community challenge.
Regroup for another
So we'll take a
attack.
second to get that set up, and then when I'm home, we'll be doing some more community matches.
More enemy craft.
So we'll get some Fall of the Republic ones and some as the other factions.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Choose your reinforcements.
Locking on. Where'd he go?
heavy cruiser on standby. Gunship here, sir.
Let's try to get over to that. But I think we might be winning this
Destroyer
one.
reporting in.
Draw their
The
fire.
lasers are our target.
Attack formation.
That Antigo is too far.
unit.
I'll get some chaffs. Finish her off.
For another attack.
Or, you know what? I'm gonna get Rokias.
Quick.
Vehicle in production.
Ready to receive orders.
Untillion time.
I'm losing.
Yes, Commander. Our target priority
And I'll
is
just
the
continue
laser
to
Ascendant safe ready.
ride that joke out until literally no one remembers what it's about.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
I mean, yeah, CSA, the overlap is there.
Choose your reinforcements.
I have the money. I could have the money.
Unit cancelled.
All right, we'll make Thrawn approve. We'll see if Thrawn actually gets in, but I don't have any pop cap left.
Await
Class gunship here, sir.
So this entire stream, I haven't been able to see my pop cap because the lower third or the lower bar is covered by my Windows UI. So I haven't known what pop cap I'm at the entire game or the entire stream.
Choose your
Oh,
reinforcements.
stuff's available, so I'll hold off.
Reinforcements cancelled.
I've been working off of
Star Destroyer comms open.
little info. You guys could have been contributing more, but I forgot you were mine. 220. Okay, thank you.
The lasers are our target.
Just
Awaiting your
absolutely no idea what's been going on.
Our primary
EBH.
engine system is down.
None whatsoever.
Intercepting.
The Thrawn should be good. Yeah, he's 31. He should be good. And then you
Choose your
Enemies
reinforcements.
in range.
60. Okay, can't do that.
Our launch
But will
bay
Thrawn
is
be
on.
done before the game is?
Target locked.
Hey, it's engagement.
Choose your reinforcements.
Taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us. Weapons ready.
Okay,
Of
Thrawn,
course.
come on in.
Eliminating target.
hopefully Empire's computer doesn't explode before the end of the game. There'll be, so in the next 2 community match streams, there will be some ground. I'll be doing a Fall of the Republic one that'll mix space and ground, and another TR one that'll be space and ground for some of the other factions that we haven't played. Like, I'll be doing space for the factions that we haven't played, and ground for the for anyone. We'll still be mostly doing space because that's generally what people want more of, but we'll get some ground in. Maybe even test out some ground war and SSD supremacy. All right, but I'm going to be picking our roster for the next community challenge playthrough. So we'll be doing that now. So for anyone who is just here for the skirmish, thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who played as well. Good game to the other team, and I guess to my team as well. Good job, guys. So I am just going to get that set up, and we'll be seeing which units I'll be using in the next Galactic, or in the next next thing. So I will be back in 1 second. I mean, I have to. All right. So, here's how this draw is going to work. So the way I set this up was for the next community challenge, which is where I basically have the units that are given to me by you guys, the viewers, and those are the only units I'm able to use. So a unit's built, it dies, it's gone, and if I can't win before, then I'm just kind of fucked. The way I determine the units that are going to be available to people varies from challenge to challenge. Sometimes it's themed. What I've done for this one is put a list of most of the units in the mods in a form for the other devs. And well, I'll do, yeah. So yeah, the devs filled out the form. There's different numbers for different categories, and within each category, they were able to choose like X amount. And I'm going to be doing a random draw based on what they gave me. So every time they voted for a unit, that counts as one entry in the draw. Minus any units that were entirely typos or mistakes, like option 22 being one of the capital ships available, which I think many of them did pick 4 when I last checked. So that was the only thing that I've checked with the stuff they've submitted so far, because I wanted to see what the fuck was going on with that. So I have no idea what they voted on, other than like occasional comments they've made in other discussions. I have avoided looking at the thing, and so what I'm also going to do for each category is whichever one has the most votes gets automatically in. So for each category, except for SSDs, I think they were able to pick, like, per person, they were able to pick one fewer than the total number of units for that category. So each person could pick, like, let's say 4 light vehicles. That means that I'm going to have 5 in the ultimate roster, and that's how many I'll draw. So I'm not going to be able to do the actual draw itself right now. I'm just going to make sure the responses aren't going to dox myself or anyone else. No, it looks like it's all screen names. Everyone's good. Okay. So I am going to get that set up. So what we're going to be able to do today is look at the stuff I'm actually working with, and then I'll set up the draw. I'll try to do the draw on Twitch at some point, or I might just have to record it offline. I'm not sure how exactly it's going to go, because it'd probably be annoying to set up right now, and you guys have to watch me do like 20 minutes of clerical work. But at least for now, you guys will be able to see what I'm working with here. So let's add a window capture. That's in studio mode. And make that the right size. So here we go. Okay, I am just trying to make sure I'm not gonna. Okay. So that should be fine. Yeah, okay. So here we go. 27 devs plus Dana, or 26 devs plus Dana, have submitted options. What are we looking at for Corvettes? So Heavy Minstrel IPv4 got no votes. Marauder got no votes. Light Minstrel got 1. So there's going to be a lot of entries for the Charger C70, the Warrior, but the shoe-in for the Corvette category is going to be the HK Probot. So, yay. A good chance for the hard sell tender to be in there. So far we're looking at the HK Probot. And I think there were like 5 others. Let's go to the light frigates. Has everything maxed out at 6 votes here? No, 7 votes for empty. Maybe? I don't think that's empty. The Acclamator Supercruiser. It just doesn't display the name because there's so many options. So, what got the zeros? I can't even see what that one's going to be. Or that one. It doesn't show any of the zeros. Oh, the Trenchant shows up despite being 0. So the Acclamator Supercruiser is going to be in there. Thank you. Be something good. No Stella votes. Anything I was really hoping for? Namana's only 1. I was kind of hoping for some influence units, but you know. Juvard. So there's a decent spread of votes in this one. Got a good chance in the MC30C. All right. Assault Frigate 2 blew away the voting in the heavy frigates. Everything else is like half as many votes as that. So far we're looking at the Acclamator Supercruiser, Assault Frigate 2, and HK Probot are on our roster. Interesting. For the Capitals, option 22 got 3 votes. Someone actually changed off of option 22. But the Recusant Dreadnought, 12 votes. So that's our guaranteed capital with a really good chance for the Aggressor and the Peltist. If I get the Aggressor, the Peltist, and the Recusant Dreadnought as my capitals, I'm kind of fucked, actually. At that point, I really need the Cadalbe or Invincible, I guess. That's kind of gross, TBH. We'll do some individual analysis of some responses. Battle cruisers. The winner, our comms battle cruiser, which I think we actually did. We have that? No, we didn't have that in the last one. We had Serannins. No one wanted a Bulwark 3. No one wanted an Intigo or a Mediator or a Subjugator or a Serannin or a Praetor 1. Well, heavy frigates can tank depending on which heavy frigates I get. But comms battlecruiser, that's nice. I'll take that. I think we get 2 or 3 battle cruisers. So a good shot at the Strident for that. Good shot at the Maelstrom. That'd actually be cool. Comms battlecruiser, Strident, and Maelstrom would actually be a lot of fun. Getting to use stuff that I haven't been able to use yet would be good. And we have the Armadia as our SSD choice again. I think there might be a second type in there as well. But I want to avoid having what happened last time be what happens here, where our SSDs ended up carrying us a lot in the late game. I was using them a bit too much because I had them available. So I'm gonna try to figure out what the right limitations for some of those are. But fighter choices were also going to be done here. It seems like, oh, whatever that is. N1 starfighters. So we're definitely going to have N1s in our roster. And it's going to be like 3 or 4 starfighter types. So it's not actually a huge number of starfighter types that we're going to have. So I'm going to be setting up the roster, or the loadouts for this faction to be unique there as well. But yeah, so N1... I don't think persistent damage was set up in the last one. I'm gonna make sure it is for this one. That was an oversight, not an intentional thing. But N1s are in, and I'm really hoping for these guys, for the TIE Defenders, to show up. But yeah, Torpedo Spheres have a not zero chance. Althors as well. Okay, let's look at our bombers. So there'll be, I think, one or two normal bombers and then a heavy bomber. The K-Wing and the Skirg are tied. So I'll do like a coin flip or something for that, or I guess I'll just do a random draw between the two of them since they're tied and there's only going to be one. Otherwise, if there was another category and there were going to be two, then I'd just do both the K-Wing and the Skirg, but they tied, so... People didn't want Mytils, they didn't want TIE Bombers, didn't want Psychas, didn't want B-Wings. One person wanted the Sabaoth Defender. Everyone wanted missile boats for some reason. So it's missile boats definitely in. Good chance for Psychas as our second, or EaW. But, I mean, with statistics, something else could slide in there, you never know. But we're definitely getting the missile boat. So... it's nice. Okay, for our infantry. And keep in mind, like, this just determines what the options are for people to pick when we're building the roster. Right? So... If none of the patrons or viewers choose one of the units, then it's effectively not in the roster either. Why is it called Team Torment? Because I figured they'd all pick dumb shit to make me suffer. So it's the dev team tormenting me with these choices. But our guaranteed infantry is the armored huts, that Philo just finished. That should be fun. We got no chance of phalanx troopers, no chance of New Republic army troopers or defense troopers. Just no votes for them whatsoever. I understand they're common and therefore boring, but like B1s and B2s got 7 fucking votes. New Republic, 0 from anyone. 0. Raptors, good shot for them. Sea Ruvi, another good shot for them. They've been in at least the last community challenge, so they're gonna show up again. And specialized infantry, Mandalorian swoop. So we got Mandalorian swoop bikes for sure. And then an even chance for Storm Commandos, Clone Commandos, SD-10, Dwarf Spider Droid, and Flare Swoops. Alright, light vehicles. It looks like we have another tie. No one wanted the Hapen Solanus Speeder, no one wanted Parallax, no one wanted GX-12 Hover Vans. But equal number of votes for the artillery, the Corporate Alliance Artillery, INT-4s, and the Light Basilisk. So all three of those are... Or actually, that's not a tie. That's only 7. Never mind. So both the INT-4 and the Corporate Alliance Artillery will be guaranteed in. Light Basilisk has a really good shot. So I did mix in some Mandalorian stuff from for ground from Revenge Revenge, because the balancing works out fine there. And we've already done the playthrough with them. But guaranteed INT-4 and artillery is actually really good, because last time I did not have any artillery and I felt it. I suffered for that. So I'll take that. And down here in heavy vehicles, guaranteed Saber Tank as 7 votes. No MTTs, no MAFs, no HMPs. We had those last time, so that's fine. No JX-20s, no MMTs, no Lancets, no Firehawks, no Deathhawks, no Free Runners. But our winner is the AAC-3 and the Saber Tank. So those in for sure. Got a really good chance with the heavy artillery. Good chance with the Fire Dragon and Strikebreaker. Which faction is this going to be? Breakup Bros asking. So I usually code it on top of the Corporate Sector Authority, but just because I'm not likely to play against them. But functionally, it's its own faction. Like I reskin it, do the different selection box, have the different roster. So it's a unique set. Advanced vehicles. Choose to. There's one of them's going to be the A5 Juggernaut. That's pretty good. I'll take that as our guaranteed one. But beyond that, for the second option, or I guess there's going to be 3 of these because they were able to choose 2, so it's 3 that are available. So guaranteed A5, good shot at the Mando Wheel Tank, good shot at the UT-AT, and good shot at the C-10. Which sounds a lot like what we had last time. But anything else can still slide through. Again, we don't know. HRV plus the A5 Juggernaut, that's a good combo. I'd take that if that can come through. SPMAG, like what I'm kind of afraid of is getting artillery in every category now, because that's doable, but you know, it's not what you want. But that is going to do it for today's stream. I'll be doing the actual draw as its own video, hopefully coming out on December 1st. So the way it'll work is I'll put that out, and then I'd like to try to start the campaign by mid-December. So we'll start the Republic campaign when I get home, and then that'll go for a couple weeks. Then the community challenge will start. Because the Empire campaign, there's 2 episodes left, I think. That'll be done in the next week or so. Sith campaign, only going to be 1 recording left, I think. And we should be finishing off with that. So we'll be starting 2, maybe even 3 campaigns in December between the Republic, the Community Challenge, and the Huts. By the way, hope you've enjoyed the skirmish matches. We'll be doing 2 more of those, at least, in December as well. But other than that, this is going to be the only stream for the week, unless I do something tomorrow afternoon. But thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you